Hello everyone, and welcome back to yet another video. This is going to be a bit of a different video because we're going to be looking back on this first year of Deadlock and really talking about where I think things are going to go within the next year. I'll probably throw in some stuff in regards to the channel and what I have in terms of plans for going into this next year, and then I'll probably give some closing thoughts. But yeah, let's just get into it. This first year of Deadlock has been super interesting. I think Valve releasing a game in a kind of unfinished state has been kind of a curse and a blessing to this game in terms of how the public has perceived it. A lot of people have come in and thought this is just how the game's gonna be when it's finalized. It's gonna look just like this when it's released. It's gonna be only this game mode, and there really isn't much left to the game in terms of content, and Valve is going to probably abandon it like it's done with like TF2 or even CS2. But I think the game is in a really interesting spot, and as it's been developed over the past couple of months, we've really gotten to see Valve's commitment to actually trying to improve the game and get it to a state where they feel like they're happy with it. There's been a lot of data mines and stuff. I mean, I've done a whole video all about the data mines regarding Neon Prime, and there's plenty of stuff in regards to the visual novels and all the various different game modes that might be coming to the game in the future, along with like cosmetics and all this other stuff. I mean, we did just get our first like bit of cosmetics in the game. I don't know if they're going to be around long term or if these cosmetics are just going to go away as soon as the Christmas thing is over. We'll honestly have to see when the next year comes around. I think Valve has used this first year to really find the foundation of what Deadlock's gameplay should really be like going into the future, and really finding the tone for it. I mean, we went from the shift to Neon Prime to Deadlock within a little bit over a year now, at least to our public knowledge, and so it's interesting to see that Deadlock is so far along with some of its art passes now. We're getting to the point where we might be potentially getting some finalized character models coming in the future, like real soon, and I'm just super excited for that. Along with the fact that we're constantly getting new voice lines, they're testing out new characters constantly, like, it's super interesting. What do I personally want out of Deadlock this coming year? I would like for it to get into a point where it's at least in a beta or potentially in a state where it's quote-unquote released and we could get actual like meaningful like cosmetic content. We're in a point where we just have a consistent cycle of stuff that is releasing without it being some unfinished stuff like we've had with it being in its development period. I would really like Deadlock to be in a state where it finally has its foundation set up, all the character models are in a more finalized position, and we're in the point where we have content like the story mode that might be potentially in the game, maybe actually having like trailers, character trailers, and there's like a big marketing push. Like I'm really excited for that era of Deadlock, because I think once we get to the point where we have like potential character trailers and stuff, people are going to really get on board with this game, because there's very much a lot of naysayers within the Valve community in regards to this game. I mean, a lot of TF2 fans have been kind of salty because their game has been abandoned for the past like 7 years and honestly hasn't gotten very much updates aside from the occasional seasonal update where they add in like fan cosmetics and stuff. And then CS fans have been projecting a lot of their anger onto us, when honestly it feels like Valve just didn't have much interest in CS2 when they dropped it. I think it would be really nice if we could get into a point where Deadlock is in a more finalized position and Valve can maybe spread out their resources a little more in terms of manpower, and people could potentially start getting stuff on their games too, because as a Deadlock fan, I really enjoy the constant updates. I don't quite need an update every 2 weeks in terms of like adding crazy things. I think it's really nice for now, but I think when we're in a position where the game is like finalized, I think a balance patch every 2 weeks would be fine enough for most people, and maybe every month or two we can maybe potentially get more cosmetics and stuff, whatever they want to do with the game really in terms of their long-term plan. I think there's so much to really look forward to in terms of Deadlock's future, and it makes me at least really excited for what's to come in the next year. As a content creator, this has been a bit of a weird year for me. I have been someone who's gone through a lot of different changes this year. I went in with a lot more of a focus on not quite drama but commentary content, and then I transitioned more towards my passion for doing these video essays, and I kind of got burnt out for a bit, and so I moved over to finding a game that I really loved the community when it came to interacting with people. I had so many people I've just interacted with when it comes to Deadlock's community that makes me feel very at home, like being able to talk with people consistently, and it's a feeling of belonging I really haven't had when it has come to YouTube for a while. I honestly have felt kind of lonely when doing YouTube for the past like 4 or 5 years now. It's about to approach about 5 years, and I've been in a position where I've been trying to figure myself out. I've had a lot of ups and downs when it comes to a lot of my own personal life I won't really go into when it comes to this year, and I've been a bit of a mess, but honestly, what's kept me together is having this focus on the channel and the ambition for the future. And it feels like next year is really going to be the year where I really find myself in terms of comfort, and I'll be able to probably be in a position where I'll be able to upload a little more consistently. I know I've been a little iffy with my upload schedule as of late, but that's just because I've been kind of in a weird spot mentally, just trying to figure out what I want to do and going into the next year, and kind of just closing the book on this year and moving on to what will become probably one of the biggest years for me, at least. I'm really excited, and I'm getting a lot more ambitious again with what I want to do. I've been working on like some projects that hopefully will be released within the next couple of months. I had this video that was a lot smaller in scale, and then I started approaching creators for collabs and stuff, and it kind of went out of hand, and so I'm trying to figure out like how to properly schedule things like that, and hopefully I'll be in a state where I'll be able to have a lot more consistent content, especially when the game's in a more finished release schedule. I'll probably be doing videos like VOD, like edits and stuff, since I am SleepLIVE. The lag is there for a reason, and I would like to be able to reuse stuff from like VODs like I was doing at the beginning of Deadlock's launch, while also occasionally dropping more edited, higher effort content like I did with my Neon Prime video. So yeah, I think that's about it in terms of what I really want to ramble about. I know this is kind of a weird and kind of messy video, but honestly, fuck it. This is how I feel at the end of the year in regards to my channel Deadlock. I'm really excited, and I'm really excited for what will probably be another couple of years of this content. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time and next year. See ya!